to have some talks. Welcome back to Chelsea Transfer Daily. Now, I've got some brilliant news today. First of all, the first news, which is Antonio Conte, he should be sacked by Monday morning. That's what I'm hearing. That's what's been reporting right now. Conte should be sacked by Monday morning. Anyway, I'm not sure about the Sari announcement. Either it's going to be on Saturday or after we sack Antonio Conte, which is on Tuesday. So yeah, I think the manager situation is pretty normal. We are linked to Laurent Blanc. I don't think there's anything to that report. I don't think Chelsea will go for Laurent Blanc. Anyway, let's talk about the manager situation. I mean, the player situation. Now, the one position that the rumors have been around today, it is the striker position. We are linked to three world-class strikers today. I'm not lying. We are linked to three world-class strikers. Now, I'm going to go to each of them one by one. But before I do that, let's talk about current strikers at Chelsea. Chelsea, what they want to do is they want to sell Michy Batshuayi to Borussia Dortmund for 50 million and Alvaro Morata to AC Milan for 50 million. So they can incur around 100 million by selling both Morata and Batshuayi, or something around that 80 to 100 million for both strikers to two different clubs to get the money to sign a new striker. Now, a lot of different strikers been linked last night. One of them, which is Mauro Icardi. Now, there have been reports from Italy, especially Gianluca Di Marzio, who's very reliable when it comes to Italian news or Italian clubs or Italian players. Di Marzio are reporting that Chelsea made an inquiry for Mauro Icardi. So Icardi's release clause is 89 million, which should be more than enough if we sell both Morata and Batshuayi. For me, Icardi is a better striker than both Morata and Batshuayi. For me, Icardi is a wonderful striker. He doesn't get the praise that he deserves. He's arguably one of the best number nines in the world. I would take Icardi at Chelsea any day of the week. If Mauro Icardi is only 24, not going to the World Cup, he's going to be fresh in the summer. He's been wonderful for Inter Milan. He's an ex-Barcelona player, so will fit into the Sarri system brilliantly. So what Di Marzio is reporting is that one of the players Sarri wants at Chelsea is Mauro Icardi. Now, what they're saying is that Chelsea are looking for a new striker. They don't think that Morata is going to do the job next season. So one of the strikers they're looking at, which Chelsea can get around 80 to 90 million because that's his release clause, is Mauro Icardi. His wife, very famous wife, ex-wife of Max Rodriguez. Now, when he was linked to Arsenal, she made it clear that she wants to go to London and live a life in London. So Icardi could be a good option if his wife wants to come to London. Listen, we don't have Champions League football, but the wages that we can offer is going to be double what he earns at Inter Milan. Inter Milan's a massive club, but they are going through financial problems of themselves, so they can't offer the wages that Mauro Icardi wants. Whereas in Chelsea's case, we have the money, we can offer him the wages that he wants to sign for Chelsea. Another striker that's linked to Chelsea is Robert Lewandowski. I said this in my last rumors that I can't see it happening, but more and more reports are coming out. Yesterday, Build, who is literally like second to official, tier one, very, very reliable journalist from Build, reported that Lewandowski had told Bayern Munich that he wants to leave. So he went up to Bayern Munich office and he told them that after the World Cup, he wants to leave Bayern Munich. His agent's been talking a lot. His agent's been saying stuff like he wants new challenges. Lewandowski wants to be at a different club next season. He finds the Bayern is a bit too comfortable, a bit too easy. He wants a new challenge. He wants to go and try out different leagues. He hasn't really played in any other leagues in Europe top 5 apart from the Bundesliga. He went to Borussia Dortmund. He was outstanding there. Then went to Bayern Munich, again fantastic there. So he didn't have the challenge that he wanted. So now he's looking at other clubs, other leagues, preferably the Premier League, to come to and challenge himself. Now, when I look at the clubs that are interested in Robert Lewandowski, they are, when I say interested, I mean can afford Lewandowski. Real Madrid, PSG, Chelsea, United, Manchester City, Barcelona maybe, rich clubs. Now let's go through club by club. Barcelona, they've got Luis Suarez. They've recently bought Ousmane Dembele. Lionel Messi's another attacking player. how are they going to fit in Lewandowski? So I can't see Barcelona going in for Lewandowski. Barcelona potentially going to sign Antoine Griezmann as well. So let's rule Barcelona out. Real Madrid. Now everyone is saying that Lewandowski is going to go to Real Madrid, which is most likely destination for Lewandowski to end up at. I can't see him going to Real Madrid. The reason being is that both Ronaldo and Zidane, two of the most important person in Real Madrid right now, they love Karim Benzema. Benzema is more than just a goal scorer. He can hold up the ball. He gives a lot of assists to Cristiano Ronaldo. He works hard. Perfect Zidane striker. I can't see Zidane changing that because it worked for him. He won him 3 Champions League in a row. So I don't think that Zidane is that desperate to replace Benzema. So I can't see him going to Real Madrid either. PSG, very interesting one. But again, they just bought in Neymar and Mbappe. They spent over 400 million, so they have the financial fair play issues where they have to deal with players like players like Mbappe and Neymar's money. They're gonna sign Buffon as well. They're gonna improve in that midfield. Dani Alves is another. They spent a lot of money recently. Di Maria, Draxler. So I can't see them going for another attacking player, spending more money into it, which will lead them into getting into trouble. So I can't see them going for Lewandowski, especially with the amount of money Bayern Munich are asking for. Again, with PSG, they've got Cavani, who is very, very talented. Scoring goals. It's not like Cavani's Lewandowski is an improvement in Cavani, but Cavani is a PSG legend. He's been there for a long time, and I can't see them PSG really going for another striker. Now let's come to the Premier League. What clubs in the Premier League can Lewandowski go to? Tottenham, they've got Harry Kane, so they don't really need him. Arsenal, the same. They've got Lacazette and Aubameyang. Same thing goes for Liverpool. Firmino is doing a fantastic job, and I don't think they have the right amount of money right now because they bought Fabinho. They're gonna buy Nabil Fekir. They're gonna go for a goalkeeper. So I can't see them going for a striker, especially after a season Firmino had. So this leaves with 3 clubs: Chelsea, Manchester United, and Manchester City. The clubs that can actually afford Lewandowski. City, I'm going to rule them out because they've got Aguero, Jesus, Sane, Sterling, Bernardo Silva. They're going to send Riyad Mahrez. Phil Foden's coming through as well. So there's no way I can see Lewandowski going to Manchester City. Even though they can afford him, I don't see Pep Guardiola spending 100 million on a striker when he's going for Riyad Mahrez. Moving on, Manchester United, again, another club that can afford him. I can't see them going for him. The reason being is that Lukaku had a fantastic season. Romelu Lukaku was the signing of the season, arguably the best player after De Gea. So they don't really need a striker. They're gonna go for Bale or a Willian. They need that. They need to strengthen their right wing position. I can't see Mourinho using 2 strikers up front. It's just not Mourinho's system. Mourinho rather have 2 extra midfielder than an extra striker. So I can't see him going to Manchester United, which leaves only Chelsea Football Club. Again, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but we are the most likely team to get him. We are linked to him, and the only thing stopping us is Europa League. But if he spends one season in the Europa League, then he can come back in the Premier League. The Champions League next year, and be a brilliant striker. And Chelsea's gonna spend big this summer. Hazard wants top quality signings, and Lewandowski is that top quality signing that Eden Hazard and all the Chelsea fans are asking for. Moving on, I spoke a lot about Lewandowski. Another striker Chelsea are linked to is the big fat Gonzalo Higuain. Again, very similar reports to Mauro Icardi. Juventus, they want to sell him. They want to buy a new midfielder. They want to buy, I think it's Savic from Lazio, and Lazio asking for 140 million. Now, again, reports from Italy are stating that what Juventus want is a swap deal for Morata and Higuain with adding 40 million from Chelsea. So Chelsea are not Chelsea, they don't really mind getting a Gonzalo Higuain, but what I'm hearing is that Chelsea rather go for an Icardi or Lewandowski than Gonzalo Higuain. So if we can't get Icardi, if we can't get Lewandowski, Gonzalo Higuain is a last resort. And let me tell you something. There's been a lot of critics of Gonzalo Higuain. He's fat, he's slow. End of the day, he's a goal scorer. He will get us goals. A lot of chances that Morata missed last season, 90% of them, Gonzalo Higuain is scoring them. But Again, personally, I'd rather have a Martial or a Icardi or a Lewandowski over Gonzalo Higuain. Just before I start recording this video, Gonzalo Higuain had been offered to AC Milan. Now, another report that another club that's been linked to Morata as well. So listen, if AC Milan gets Higuain, what does that mean for Alvaro Morata? It's a lot of questions right now around the striker position for Chelsea. What's the future for Tammy Abraham? What's the future for likes of Ike Agbo on loan? So listen, we have to understand the value of the strikers because we saw last season how bad Alvaro Morata was in terms of finishing chances. Hazard was robbed of so many assists. So it looks like one of the positions Chelsea are going to go for is a striker position. Let me make something very, very clear here. We're not going to sign anyone in the next couple of weeks. We have to make sure that we get the manager thing sorted out because right now, a lot of fans are confused with the next season's manager. A lot of fans are not sure who's going to be the manager next season. A lot of fans are not sure is he going to be Conte or is he going to be Seri, Laurent Blanc, whoever is going to be. Chelsea to sort out that striker position the manager position before we actually sign players. Personally, it's going to be Seri, and I think either it's going to be Lewandowski or Icardi. One thing that I want to talk about is interesting is giving Michy Batshuayi a chance. We haven't seen Michy Batshuayi in a sorry system before. One thing with Michy Batshuayi is that he scores goals. If you create chances for him, he will get the goals. But under Antonio Conte's system, we didn't create enough chances. But now, under a new system like Sari, if we create enough chances, Batshuayi could be a great option. But Michy Batshuayi made it clear he either wants first team football or a move to Borussia Dortmund. And I think move to Borussia Dortmund for 50 million and spending that money on Icardi or Lewandowski or Higuain is a better choice for Chelsea. Moving on to the last report of the day, which is Jean-Michel Seri. The reports are coming back about him. Arsenal have been heavily linked to him. The reports are stating that one of the midfielders that Sari wants is Jean-Michel Seri. Seri is a perfect Sari midfielder. You know how Kante was for Conte? Seri is for Sari. It's because the names are similar. Anyway, Seri is going to be a fantastic buy if Chelsea can actually keep it up, and if we can actually get Jean-Michel Seri for 30 to 40 million, which is his release clause, it's going to be a fantastic deal. Very good on the ball, controlling midfielder, very similar to Jorginho of Napoli. Can play the register role, deep line playmaker, which does mean that N'Golo Kante have to play a bit more forward. N'Golo Kante is going to be very interesting under Mauricio Sarri because he's not a tiki-taka type of player, Kante. Kante is more of a destroyer when we're parking the bus or we're playing defensive football. When we have the ball, Kante is really good at dribbling and short passing. When it comes to those long passing or through balls or creating chances from midfield, something that Sarri looks in his midfielder, I don't think Kante can offer that. But I think Sarri is good enough coach to coach into N'Golo Kante. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The support on this series have been absolutely fantastic. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow as well for more Chelsea transfer updates. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and goodbye.